Hello viewers, welcome again on Exploring Geology YouTube channel, and this is another video of our Objective Geology video series in which we are going to explain the MCQs. Basically this is the episode 0 because this is a remake of our first video of this series which I uploaded a way back. So let's start today's discussion. First MCQ, the radial extent of core of the earth. So to deal this question, you must be aware about the interior of the earth. So we have 4 options. So who want to try can pause the video and answer this question. Then I will explain you. Now let's see the explanation. This is the diagram for the interior of earth, and you can see that the topmost layer is the crust, and this middle layer is the mantle, and this is the core. So here we have asked about the radius of core. So mantle is up to 2900 kilometer depth, and total radius of earth is this 6378 kilometer. So by looking at this difference we can find out the radius of the core, and that is the approximately 3400 kilometers. In fact the logo of the channel is also derived from the interior of earth. Here you can see the crust, this is the mantle, and this is the core. Okay, so this is very interesting information for you. So here I can say that the right answer or the most approximate answer is this 3486 kilometer. Okay, let's move forward. This is the second question. Which of the following rock contribute the highest amount of radioactive heat in the earth crust? So here there are 2 concepts to focus on. First one is the crust of earth or earth crust, and second one is the radioactive heat. So radioactive heat is generated by the radioactive element like uranium and thorium. Okay, and out of these 4 options, this granite is the dominant by these radioactive elements, and again the granite is dominant in the earth crust. So the right answer here is option D. This is another question. Here we have asked about the P wave velocity of the earth mantle at the Morovicis discontinuity. Again you must be aware about the P wave velocity. These are the seismic wave, P wave, S wave and L wave. So P wave which can pass through all the mediums, and the velocity vary with the material through which it is passing. So if we look at the interior of earth, we will see the difference between the velocity of seismic wave and Morovicis discontinuity is the continuity between the crust and mantle. So at this boundary the velocity of P wave is approximately 7 km per second. So this is the right answer for this question. Next question is that the process by which an original homogeneous earth developed a dense core and a light crust is called metamorphism, differentiation, accretion and compression. So again if we look at all these processes, so metamorphism is the change in the texture or composition, mineral composition basically of pre-existing rock because of change in the temperature pressure conditions. Accretion is the process of accumulation of the material under the influence of gravity, and compression is we can say the contraction. Okay, and differentiation is the process which is responsible for the development of the 3 layers in the earth interior. So right answer is this B. Okay, let's move forward. This is the question number 5. Deflection of the ocean current in the northern and southern hemisphere is due to thermo-haline circulation, Coriolis effect, El Nino effect, monsoon effects. So you must be aware about all these processes You can pause the video, you can answer the question. At the same time, let's see the explanation. This is about the oceanic currents. You can see that there are various type of oceanic current. Basically, these red lines showing the warm current, and these blue lines are showing the cold current. Okay, and if you see at the moment, you can see that there is deflection in the direction of the current in northern hemisphere as well as in the southern hemisphere. So what is the reason of this deflection? Let's see. This is the Coriolis effect. Coriolis effect is basically because of the rotation of the earth, and because of earth rotation, the objects which are in the motion in northern and northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere deflect in its motion. So here you can see the deflection in the northern hemisphere. When it is moving in this way, it deflects in this direction, and when it is going from in this direction, it is going in this direction. So this is because of the rotation of the earth, a force is acting on these currents, and that is the Coriolis force. Okay, in this effect, just the direction change, not the velocity. Okay, so I hope now you can answer this question very easily. The B is the right answer here. Okay, let's move forward. Question number 6. Descent of oceanic lithosphere into the mantle is known as. Again, we have 4 options. You can see all these 4 options: contraction fault, subduction, divergence, accretion. Okay, accretion I already explained to you. Divergent is the movement of the plates away from each other. Okay, subduction is the process in which 2 plates are coming towards each other and one plate subduct beneath the another plate. Okay, so here the descent of oceanic lithosphere into the mantle. Okay, again I would like to show you this diagram, and here you can see that when an oceanic plate and continental plate coming towards each other, then oceanic crust, because of the high density, will subduct beneath the continental crust. Okay, so in this process, this oceanic crust is subducting. Okay, and that is the question here. So subduction is the process in which oceanic lithosphere subduct into the mantle. Okay, now question number 7 is paleontology. This is very easy question. Basically, in study of earth, we study the various aspect of the earth. So here you can see the options. First one is the geological feature of earth, that is known as the physical geology or geomorphology. Then study of earth, this is known as the petrology. And chemical composition of the earth material, this is known as the geochemistry. So this is the remaining option, that is the study of fossil or ancient life, that is the paleontology. So right answer is this option C. Okay, let's move forward. Here question is talking about the depositional feature that form where a stream emerges from a mountainous region into a plain. So the feature is alluvial fan, natural levee, delta, point bar. Okay, in previous video I explained this point bar, so this is not the considerable option here. Delta is also not the option here, because delta formed at the late stage of the river development, when river meeting to the ocean. So this is also not the option here. Natural levee is the feature that is related with the river or stream when there is a fault situation and the river overflow its bank, then deposition takes place along these banks, and these emerge as elevation, then the natural or normal situation. So this is known as a natural levee. So this is the option here. Right answer, alluvial fan. Again I would like to show this diagram. Here you can see that this is the stream channel, coming from the mountainous region, and when it enter into the planar region, it will deposit in this way. Okay, so because of this characteristic shape, this is known as the alluvial fan. So here we have option A is the right answer. Let's move to next question. The hanging valley are formed by the geological action of river, glacier, ocean and wind. So again, wind and ocean are not considerable option here. Actually, in many of questions you will see two options are quite prominent, and two you can neglect easily. So this is known as the elimination method. So you can easily eliminate these two options, and considerable options here are the river or glacier. Okay, but how to differentiate these two? Let's see this diagram. Here you can see that when this valley, you can see this valley is above the main channel, and these features are dwelled by the glaciers. When glacier move or melt, then these depression created, and these depressions are at the elevated position from this main channel, and because of this difference in the topography, you will find that the water will fall suddenly from here. So this is waterfall situation. Okay, so these hanging valley are associated with the glacier or formed by the glacier. Okay, so the right answer here will be option B. This is our last question of the video. Exfoliation. Exfoliation is the form of physical weathering, chemical weathering, biochemical weathering or mass wasting. Okay, so again, mass wasting, as I discussed in the previous video, mass wasting is the landslide, okay, or movement of the earth material under the influence of gravity. So this is not the option here. Basically, exfoliation is the form of the weathering, and the physical weathering is the right answer here. Let's see the diagram. This kind of weathering is known as the exfoliation. When this thin layer removed, or many such layers generated on any surface or any earth material, so this is known as the exfoliation. So this is physical weathering. Okay, so the answer here is the option A. So these are the questions of today's discussion. I hope you enjoyed the video, and for the new viewers, I would like to say that Exploring Geology, a group of online education platform, the focus area is awareness about the geosciences, competitive exam preparation, and to provide the employment news to the aspirants. So if you are interested in this kind of video, you must subscribe this channel and press the bell icon, so that you can get notification whenever new video will come. Apart from this YouTube channel, you can also join us on the Facebook group, Facebook page, Telegram channel. Here lot of PDF written material is available. If you have any query or any suggestion, you can write us at geolovers247@gmail.com. Okay, and Instagram, we usually share the interesting diagrams related to geosciences. You can also follow us on the blog, where you will find interesting articles. Okay, all the links will be provided in the description box of this video. So this was about this video. Keep learning, keep sharing, be happy. Jai Hind.